This should have been an exciting day at the Citadel. The last day of August 2024. The last day of summer according to the meteorological calendar, which isn't based on the solstices and equinoxes. And 3 steam trains were originally booked to arrive here today. The A1 Locomotive Trust's Ribblehead Rambler from Leicester, hauled by Tornado, which we haven't seen for a long time here, has been postponed until the 21st of September. But the Lakelander from Hereford and the Settle-Carlisle Steam Special from Hull are due to arrive within 10 minutes of each other at 12:30 and 12:40, which will make for serious crowds and difficult filming. Within moments it was impossible to get anywhere near Braunton, so I moved to platform 3 to set up ready to capture Tango's arrival. Perhaps the crowds won't be so bad here. I might have known. Braunton's very early departure to Upperby for servicing caught me unprepared. Trying to find out the stock movements, I asked Tango's driver what was happening. He replied, "We're having a cup of tea." The inevitable crowd of youngsters hoping to cab the locomotive.
It's heck of a busy. Everybody come off at the same time.
You can imagine what it would have been like if the third one had been running today.
Where could you put it anyway?
It's a glorious day, and I'm tempted to jump on a barrow train and film Braunton on the spectacular Cumbrian Coast. But if I do that, I'll miss both departures. Another trip to Upperby for watering, servicing and turning. With both specials away at Upperby, the station is surprisingly quiet, especially since Carlisle are playing Tranmere Rovers at home this afternoon. Tango and her train for Hull is the first to return from the yard. Although she arrived via the West Coast main line, her return journey will be over the Settle-Carlisle line. And what a glorious day for it. Lucky passengers. Now it really is decision time for me. Do I jump on this Cumbrian Coast train, or do I stay here in the border city? It's going to be a late night if I head for the coast, so... a few quick shots. Now, this is not as attractive a spot as the Cumbrian Coast, but it offers interesting possibilities. Tangmere descends from the main line by the steeply graded, tightly curved single-track line that enables her to access the Tyne Valley route, or in her case, the Settle-Carlisle line. Underneath St. Nicholas Bridge, where a couple of observers are watching her, do we know them, I wonder? London Road Junction, where the line doubles again, and the tight curve comes in from the right from Upperby Depot, which our steam specials use for turning their trains. Underneath the A6 London Road, and here we see the Hereford train, which has already used the London Road curve and is waiting for Tangmere to clear the line so that it can access the Citadel station. All sounds are coming from my camera on Vasey's car park. That's the 1517 Transpennine Express from Manchester Airport to Glasgow Central. At Petrol Bridge Junction, Tangmere heads off onto the Settle-Carlisle line to begin the long, steady climb up to Aysgill summit. At 1,169 feet above sea level, that's a long, hard pull for a steam engine hauling a heavy load. The Hereford train begins to move toward the station. But it's brought to a halt and made to wait. And this is why. By now the drone has been in the air for half an hour and it insists on landing. I do a hasty battery swap and relaunch in time to catch Braunton arriving into the station. We have a temporary sound loss here. I catch something unusual running through platform 1. Viewing through a small control screen, I can't really see just what it is, but real-time trains suggests a departmental train running between Wigan and Moss End. Perhaps one of my viewers can fill us in on the details. There's the starting whistle. We can see it, even if we can't hear it. The turn onto the Maryport and Carlisle line is restricted to 10 miles per hour. This is a hold-up for the regular two-car units that serve this route, but Braunton is hauling a long string of coaches plus a heavy diesel, and all must be clear of the restriction before the driver can open his regulator. Even then, it's only to increase speed to 20. The wasteland to the left of the tracks was the old Glasgow and South Western's engine shed, whilst to the right were the engine shed and carriage sheds of the Maryport and Carlisle Railway. We are now approaching Curragh Junction. Once the train is clear of this, speed can be increased from the present 20 maximum up to line speed, which is high for much of the run to Maryport. As a freight train grinds to a noisy halt by Vasey's car park, Braunton turns westward to head towards Dalston, the first station along the spectacular route to Barrow-in-Furness and on to Lancaster. Here she meets the 1315 from Barrow, on the final stage of its trip to Carlisle. As the drone makes its way home, so must I. I pack my equipment and head back to the station and a long editing job. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching, and here's to the next time.